We are headed out to a spot called the Honey Hole. It's really calm right now, but the wind is supposed to change here in the next hour, hour and a half. So talked to Wade, and he's got a pretty good idea of the best spots when the wind is changing like this in the morning. So we'll be in another elevated blind this morning. He's seen about 2 or 3 really good bucks coming through there. He's seen a really mature axis buck coming through there. So hoping to get situated. We're getting out a little bit early than usual. So hopefully we get settled in and we see how this plays out this morning.
After getting busted by the 2 bucks on his first sit, Brian made sure to bring his Atzco Pro Pump Kit and no odor oxidizer. This stuff destroys all traces of human scent. In the blind, well before sunrise, things got going quickly.
It was right after daylight, so about 7 o'clock. We weren't after an axis. We see a huge axis coming from about 100 yards away. While at the same time we have 3 doe kind of filtering on our left, and my heart was pounding. Again, we weren't looking for an axis, but that started coming, and I was all jacked up to maybe have a shot on it. The axis then exits, and I'm a little bummed out because once you see him and once you see the size of those things, it would have been pretty spectacular to have him come in. But he leaves, and I figured I'd just take one last look just to make sure he completely exited, that he wasn't turning around and come back to us. And so I looked to my left just to make sure, and lo and behold, there's a buck standing there. And it's one of the 2 bucks that Wade had seen at that spot. So I turn, I'm like, holy cow, there's a buck over here now. So I give him 30 seconds. I'm gonna let him walk in and kind of settle in. So again, I turn and peek, and now there's 2 bucks. There's 2 bucks coming in, which was the second one that Wade had seen on camera there. So they come in and they're kind of traveling together, and they settle down and start settling in about 25 yards away, but they're right behind, one's right next to each other. So I didn't want to take a shot. The one in the back turned left real quick, and the one in the front, which is a beautiful 9-point, he turns and gives me a hard quartering away shot about 25 yards. Took the shot, and man, the rest is history.
That happened fast.
And the shot I thought was a little bit low. Camera showed that it was a little bit low, and so we gave it some time. We gave it a good hour and a half.
Cool.
The arrow is still in it though.
Yeah. Nice.
Joined once again by Wade, it wasn't hard to follow the trail.
So yeah, he was about right here.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Y'all didn't hear a crash or anything?
I did not hear a crash, no.
So the only thing I'm worried about was the severe angle. So we're gonna be as quiet as we can.
Okay.
I mean, the arrow, it went all the way to fletching, didn't it? Yeah. Looking at the video, so then it went up and moved around. Sometimes when they're at that severe of an angle, it can go all the way through and out the chest and not hit anything. So what I want to really see is just absolute blood everywhere. That deer's going to die. We're going to find him even if we have to call a dog. But what you really want to see is like what we saw in the other one where it was all blew up. So we're going to go about 100 yards really, really quiet. But I mean, I see, there's blood all through there. That's what we want to see.
Wade came in, and after about 20 yards, we thought, hey, this is good blood. We're on a good track here, and we tracked it about 70 yards, and there he was. Yes. Yes.
I was like, man, he's got to be right here. He crashed through that whole tree.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Congratulations,
yes, man.
Oh,
dude,
look at those chocolate antlers on this guy.
Oh, man.
Go from no deer yesterday to deer today. Oh, that's that deer I was telling you about with the palmation on his left main beam. He's so cool. So cool. So cool. That's a good one. Look at the whole
So we had about a 25-yard shot, really hard quartering away, but everything happened so fast this morning. We had that axis come in. We had this buck come in with a second buck right at the same time. We had 3 or 4 doe in there this morning. Man, put that Nemesis broadhead right through it, and gosh, tracked it a little bit here, but oh, what a great hunt this morning. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a deer we had seen on the camera for a few times, and just very, very thankful for the opportunity.
Dude, that's a stud. That's such a cool deer. Big old brow tines.
Look at his body.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With a good buck down, we'll get that one back to camp for cleanup and then off to the processor.